Welcome to Primo RV Center and inside a brand new unit for us here at Primo. This is the Northern Spirit DLX 5320 beds. And beds is the big idea here, so lots of them. Great family-friendly layout. Certainly would look great on a seasonal campsite and work very well there, but also of a weight where certainly if you've got a heavy half-ton and you've got a bigger family, you could certainly take this out on many an adventure, and everybody's going to fit quite well inside. Ton of storage in here. We'll take you through all that in just a second here. As we come in the door, we have easy access to things like our ignition for our tankless hot water. So endless hot water for a bigger family, which they always appreciate. We've got our slide switch, our awning switch, our main water pump switch if you do need to use it at some point. Lights inside and out. And then we've got the ability to check on battery levels as well as all of our tank levels here. Immediately to our right as we come in, we've got the primary bedroom here, so full queen bed with some great storage underneath. Like we mentioned, storage is a theme here, so you've got storage on both sides. Windows across from each other, so one is the emergency exit window here. You've got ducted heat into here, as well as ducted air as well. Individual reading lights. You've got a small spot up here. If you do have a little CPAP machine, you can certainly tuck it in the corner. And then you've got hanging storage here, some bulk storage up top. And then, as I mentioned, if you do have a CPAP, you do have power on both sides of the bed here, so easy access. And then you have some ability here to be able to make sure that you have some privacy in the bedroom. So something that isn't standard that we have added here is entertainment. So we do have a location here that allows you to add a TV, but did not come with a TV from the factory, wasn't an option. We have added one here, so it does have a mount that would allow things to be basically watched from the couch. So you can move that around and angle it towards the couch, as well as the dinette here, so making a little bit more sense for families. All the hookups are done. You do have a TV antenna built into the roof already, so we just supply the TV here installed, ready to go, and it is a smart television as well. We've got a spot here you can slide under some sandals, certainly during the day. You've got a little media cabinet below here as well, so again, some additional storage. A ton as we get into the kitchen. Should mention too, underneath your couch here, which folds flat into a bed as well, you will have some bulk dead storage there as well. And then you're going to have windows both ends, so you can kind of see what's going on outside. And then the middle two, which are much taller, they're all going to open up. And then we do have the shade here as well. So if you've got some folks on an extra long weekend staying over, you've got that ability to make sure that the sun's not in their eyes as they wake up. And your dinette will drop down as well with storage underneath those bank ends. Great set of drawers here, so lots of room for cutlery. Lots of counter space here, so you've got the ability to leave out the coffee maker. If you want to bring a mixer, you could certainly have one here. So if you're having a bit of a party weekend, you've got lots of room here to be able to keep things on the counters. Lots of prep space. Again, they've done a good job of making sure that you've got something to drop into the sink here so that you can use that as space as well. We've got no oven here, just again, one of those units where they're not getting a lot of requests for it, so it's not something that families are telling them they're using. Typically people are barbecuing outside, so you do have the three-piece stovetop here, so we've got the ability to, again, cook a large pot of spaghetti or something on a day when you are going to be inside. Flip this back, it will act as a backsplash. Great little spice rack here, and again, a plug in there to use for other accessories like a coffee maker. And then you've got some pots and pan storage there. You've got a great 12-volt fridge here with freezer. Microwave just above. You do have a hood fan as well, so again, well set up in terms of the kitchen area. And as I mentioned, storage, we've got some great pantry storage here. Could be pantry, but you could use it certainly in other ways. Certainly could be part bathroom storage, part pantry. So that's a wealth there. And then immediately to our left, as we head into the back, two-slide unit, we've got our full bathroom here. So great little tub if you've got younger ones. You'll appreciate there is a tub. You've got the tub surround, so again, keep all the walls safe. You've got a little motion-activated light here, so no one has to turn on all the lights when they're getting up in the night. Again, lots of room in the medicine cabinet and vanity here to store away the first aid kit and some extra supplies for the bathroom. And then, again, plug-ins. You've got power. You've got some hanging storage. You do have a vent in here with a fan, and then you have the ducting as well, the AC, and LED lights inside and out throughout. And then you've got some really great versatile storage here on the right. So just outside of the rear bedroom, you've got the ability to take out all these shelves. So this could be sort of overflow for a lot of things, from toilet paper down to paper towels, again, extra pantry space. But you can also take half of them out, and should you ever want to, there is the ability to put in a washer dryer. So it is pre-set up here to be able to do that. So you still have some storage on top with maybe a washer dryer unit should you ever want to add one on the bottom. So it just gives you that versatility in the future. Perhaps if you're using your own property, then you have the ability to do that. Not every campground will accept a washer dryer, so just, certainly something you'd want to ask first. Some little things we did here, we added the little bins, kind of like they did on the front bed, underneath the back bunk, just to show off kind of how much storage there is. And it goes back twice as far as those bins, so you could double up those bins, and you have almost equal space here on this side as well, with some even added depth, because they're a little wider bunks here. So we have your traditional length and width bunks on the slide out here with great storage underneath. Again, a window that opens here, window opens on the side. We've got another emergency exit window here, and then we've got an oversized bunk, so kind of more into that 30 to 33 inch bunk size on this size. And we do have a setup for television back here, so you could have a TV here, but the other option is this does lend itself to having a little cabinet here, whether it's for storage, whether it's a media cabinet, and there are plugs on either side. So if you were streaming something, that's another option too, but they have preset it up to tie into the TV antenna there, and you do have USB as well. So these are really adult size bunks on this side. So again, lots of versatility in the back here. So if you've got older kids, adults occasionally visiting you, grandkids, it really works out to a great big room here, and then it becomes a great kids playroom. You do have a door you can close at night or during the day as well. So really, really versatile for families. Very family-friendly unit that would be great on any campsite, whether you're going to park it or tow it. We'll take you outside here, show you some of the amenities here on the Northern Spirit Deluxe series. I love the fact they've gone with a new style aluminum exterior. So the big deal here is, if you look at the shape of it, it doesn't come out quite as far as traditional aluminum siding on trailers has. That really helps when you get into a situation if you do have things like hail, even a tree branch hitting it. It's a thicker skin too. So it's a 0.030 metal. Traditional RVs are using about a 0.024. So you are less likely to see damage from things like a hailstorm here. So something that I really like that they made that decision to go with something that is closer to a fiberglass exterior and how hard it is. So it's just going to offer you more protection over time and look better in the future, which I love. We are hooked up here with 200 watts of standard solar, or optioned on solar here. So really great feature, especially if you've got a big weekend, the power goes out. You now have the ability, you'd have a battery anyways, but you could add another battery to make sure you could get through that long weekend, because as you get into the daytime hours, you know that you're going to have quite a bit of power coming back to you through that 200 watt solar, and you could add more to that as well should you wish. So just a nice feature here. Should the power go out, even if you're a seasonal camper and you're not there, you know that the things in the fridge aren't going to spoil because it's going to continue to run. We've got standard one propane tank up front, lots of room for additional batteries. There is a battery cutoff switch, so if you are someone who puts it into storage for the week and then heads out and trips, you'll know that that 200 watts of solar is charging your battery. So when you come back on Friday, it's all charged up and ready to go. You've got 4 oversized jacks here, pass-through storage, 30 amp service to run that primary AC unit. Good length of awning here, so they're all going to come out 8 feet. You've got that grab handle on the primary door here, so again, with younger ones, makes it a lot easier. We've got a quick prep here for outside winterizing, so making it a little simpler. We do have a black tank flush here, so if you are sewer on site at some point, you can use that to help clean out those sensors in the black tank, keep everything cleaner, not have to use as much product in there. We've got a couple outlets outside. We've got a water fill here. Should be in a situation where maybe park water isn't there or isn't working. You can always get water in that way. Easy access when it comes to winterization for our outside water here, our tankless water here. Outlet for our furnace. It is a tandem axle unit. As we come to the back, we've got a little bit of a prep here for an outside kitchen, so it just gives you a great little drink fridge, little spot for the kids to keep their snacks during the day, so that way they don't have to run in outside all day with the dirty feet, which I love, especially having 5 kids. I can appreciate any time we can keep them outside and keep it a bit cleaner. You've got a spot here where you could set up a little drink station too, a little outside coffee station maybe for the morning, and some storage there as well. Coming around on the back side, there is a spare tire here on the back, so if you are hitting the road, you're well set up there. We have a prep here for the Lippert ladder. So we've got the proprietary Lippert ladder that can hook into the mount that's already there. So should that be something you wish to have at any point, we've got it in stock. Pre-wired for a backup camera, which we keep in stock as well should you need it. LED lights on the outside here, so nice and bright when you hit the stoplights. Most of our hookups are going to be in the middle. Our power hookup, again, our 30 amp service. We do have our city water connection. So traditionally, you're going to find that on the backside of most campsites. So that's where it is. And then we do have a cold water spray off. So you can use that to basically spray off the kids' feet when they come back from the beach and just keep the sand outside. And then we've got our sewer all routed here. Black and gray. So nice and easy. And as we come to the front, Going to have the backside to our storage compartment, and then we will also have a cable and satellite hookup as well, should you have that on site. This unit will come in, again, under 7,000 pounds, so kind of in that 68 range. So certainly towable by a lot of the heavier half tons out there, should you want to move it once in a while, but certainly would work very, very well for a lot of our clients who are looking for something to park in a seasonal camp and really use as a cottage all season. We'd invite you out to Primo RV Center to come have a much closer look at the brand new 5320 beds from Coachman in their Northern Deluxe series.